Good morning. How are you doing today? Pretty good? Good. Glad to hear it. Me? Well, blessed, not stressed. Notice the topic of this video. Matthew chapter 11, verse 28. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Now, who is speaking? Jesus is speaking. Not only to the people to whom he was preaching, not only to those who he was teaching, but also to those who are reading. And who are those who are reading? Us, today. Not only are we reading, but we are reflecting. Today, is a Monday at the time of this recording. And, I can't think of a more infamous day during the week. Everyone says, oh, can't wait for Friday, or, oh, it's Monday. People complain, but, to get to Friday, you gotta get through those Mondays. For Mondays, they're the start. Imagine a ladder, right? Everyone wants to get to the top so they can get what they need to done. But in order to get to the top, you have to make that first step. Just like how we had to make that first step when we came to Christ. Everyone wants the benefits at the top. Everyone wants the blessings, which wait at the top of the ladder. But to get there, you got to make that first step of faith. First, you got to look at the ladder. You got to know the ladder is there. And you got to have that foundation. And what's the foundation? Well, a good ladder, it doesn't shake. It doesn't fall apart. It stays. It has a good foundation. And so, how that works with the ladder is that normally you can set it in place with these bars on the side. And once you do that, you can go up safely. But it all starts with that first step. When you came to Christ, when you accepted him, that was the first step. And there'll be trials and tribulations that'll seem like small steps, some steps that'll be bigger, and some that'll just be normal to you after a while. But what matters is that we stay seeking him. What matters is that we keep going up. Because that's the thing with hitting rock bottom. You can't go any lower than that. That's why he meets us at the lowest point in our lives. Not for us to suffer for no reason, no, but for us to realize just how much we need him. For without him, life is nothing but suffering. What purpose is it, even, let's say that if you had all the money in the world, what would it gain you when you die? Really, honestly. You could try to extend your life by, eating right, all that stuff. And don't get me wrong, that's not, I don't recommend exercise. But people want to extend their life because they want to cheat death, because they're afraid of death. They don't know what comes afterwards. But we get to know, and we get to show, and we get to tell, so they don't go to hell. We get to help people because we know what comes after death, and we don't want that for them. And it can be hard because sometimes some of the people that we tell to, repent are people that did really bad things to us. And it can be really hard to forgive, but we don't have to forget. But we cannot hold those things against them, for God does not hold our past against us. I know I've had a past. We all have had a past. But that past no longer dictates our future because of Jesus and what he did. For we can come, and anytime and every time, anytime we can come to him, and every time he will be faithful to give us what? Give us rest. We are to take his yoke upon us and learn of him, for he is meek and lowly in heart, and we shall find rest unto our souls. For his yoke is easy and his burden is light. Now, my question to you today is, will you come to him? Will you let him give you rest? Will you rest in his arms? Or will you arrest yourself in your fears.